Good evening, everyone. कैसे हैं आप सब? I hope all of you are doing good at your home. I know it's a weekend, Sunday evening, 4 o'clock, right? So I hope सब लोग आप लोग सब अच्छे से होंगे. For people who don't know me, my name is Brajesh, and by background I'm a petroleum professional, but working in industry from last more than I would say 12 years. And very passionate about my career, very passionate about my future. Whatever things I'm doing, मैं बहुत अच्छे से कर रहा हूँ, and I'm enjoying each and every moment of it, right? But apart from what I do on my daily life, right? So this has become my passion. So today, nowadays, my biggest mantra, right? And the biggest desire of my life is that I want to help as many people as possible throughout whatever things I have learned so far. So that's the real motto of my life at this point in time. और उसके लिए मैं बहुत कुछ कर रहा हूँ, right? मैं अपना book club चला रहा हूँ. मैं जो है I remember I had started with 8 members book club on 2nd of February 2020, but because of lockdown, it has given a great opportunity to expand, and now we are running almost 6 book club all across India, and we have more than 150 plus active participants who are joining our book club every single week, starting from Friday evening. अभी भी एक book club 4 बजे हमारा चल रहा है, एक book club हमारा सुबह 11 बजे चल रहा था, राइट? एक club Friday को चल रहा था, एक Saturday evening चलता है. So book club after book club after book club, and my dream is to have at least 100 book club. We are running 100 book club all across India. And by the time 2020 will get over. So that is what I'm passionate about. Another thing, what I'm doing is that we are running another community that is called Game of Thrones. And in Game of Thrones, what we do again, because I started becoming fit. कुछ साल पहले I started having back pain, started having so many issues, so many challenges, staying in the corporate industry. This IT industry काफी sedentary lifestyle हो गई थी, ट्रैफिक में 2-2, 3-3, 4-4 घंटे जा रहे थे up and down में. So that is where I came across doing workout, and when I started doing workout, I started feeling difference in me. And again I thought, okay, क्यों नहीं मैं आगे इसको बढ़ा करके ले चलता हूँ, and that is what I started again doing. And right now we have again more than 100 plus people all across world, I would say all across world, who participate in our morning and evening workout session. So that is another thing which I am doing. Definitely I'm not doing alone. I have a lot of friends, I have a lot of like-minded people who are with me, and we are working on it together. All right, so now that was my quick introduction. So quickly now coming back to the topic of the day. So topic of the day was what we are feeding the most. Are you feeding your neck up or you're feeding your neck down, right? So how many of you, the moment you saw this point or you saw this title, कितने लोगों को ऐसा लगा कि what this guy is trying to say, what he's trying to talk, what he wants to explain, right? So let me ask you a question, simple question. So morning you woke up, right? सुबह आप जब उठे होंगे, since morning till the time now, what are the things you are doing? Just recall. सुबह से लेकर के अभी तक आपने क्या क्या काम किया, क्या क्या चीजें आपने करी है. Just think about that. Morning, after you're doing your regular routine, what you did? You took bath. After taking bath, you might have wear a good cloth. If you had to go out, if you don't have to go out or you don't have to impress anyone, not even your spouse, क्या किया होगा आपने? बस जैसा तैसा कुछ भी कपड़ा पहन लिया. Yes. After that, what you did? उसके बाद आपने you must have done breakfast. Right? Breakfast के बाद क्या किया होगा आपने? Then you must have done something here and there. If you have some pending work, you must have completed those work. You might have played with your kid. You might have played with some other people in your family, right? You must have TikTok. You chat. और उसका फिर क्या किया? Then you had lunch. Yes. Or if you are a lady, you must have again आप फिर दोबारा किचन में गए होंगे और वहां जाकर के आपने लंच प्रिपेयर किया होगा सबके लिए. और फिर उसके बाद जो है अगेन नाउ यू आर उसके बाद सब कुछ आपने लंच सर्व किया होगा. And now, by the time now it is 4 o'clock, you again started thinking about, okay, in snacks, what you're going to have and what you want to prepare. Chai ke saath aur kya kya lenge? So that might be, you might be thinking in that way, right or not? And again, after some time, you'll start thinking about the dinner. Dinner mein aaj kya khana hai, kya nahi khana hai. Why did I ask this simple, silly, stupid question, by the way? Is it rocket science which I'm asking to you? I don't think so. But then what I'm trying to say here, if you observe your today's routine, what you are thinking since morning, what you are thinking about since morning, right? Let me draw a diagram. Let me draw a diagram for you. Okay, I'm very good, by the way, in making diagrams. Okay, so drawing. So this is, suppose this is what a human being, or suppose this is me. Okay, this is me. This is me. Suppose this is me. All right. And if you see, there are two parts. One part. So suppose this is neck. Okay. So this is neck. Let's talk. So this part above the neck, I am considering as neck up. And this part below the neck, I'm talking about neck down. Okay. So this is a human being. So this is me. This is representing me having a neck. Okay. So neck up and neck down. Morning, the moment we woke up, after that we went for breakfast. We took bath. We wear some good clothes. What do we fed? Was it related to our neck up or it was related to our neck down? जो आपने खाना ब्रेकफास्ट किया वो कहां से गया? यहां से नीचे गया, ना कि यहां से ऊपर गया. Okay, then when we thought about the lunch time, again क्या सोचा, क्या खाना है, क्या बनाना है, क्या करना है, आज क्या स्पेशल बनाए, वीकेंड है, वीकडेज में तो टाइम नहीं मिलता है. Let's think that what different we can make. और फिर क्या हुआ? Again, what we focused on? We focused on our neck down. Right? फिर ब्रेकफास्ट किया, लंच किया, लंच के बाद स्नैक्स की बात कर रहे हैं अभी हम. अगेन व्हाट वी थॉट अबाउट आवर नेक डाउन. डिनर की बात कर रहे हैं. अगेन व्हाट वी आर थिंकिंग अबाउट नेक डाउन. नाउ वी वांट टू गो आउट. सपोज वी वांट टू गो इन सम पार्टी. इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल नाउडेज, बट अगेन सपोज यू वांट टू गो इन सम पार्टी. नाउ कौन से कपड़े पहनूं, कैसे कपड़े पहनूं, मैं कैसे अच्छा लग सकता हूं, हाउ आई कैन बिकम मोर प्रेजेंटेबल, हाउ आई कैन बिकम मोर डैशिंग. व्हाट वी आर थिंकिंग अगेन, वी आर थिंकिंग अबाउट आवर नेक डाउन कि क्या कर रहे हैं. Yes or no? If you observe your pattern throughout the day, most of the time we always think about neck down. How I can make my neck up, neck down. What are the food I can give to my neck down? Ask this question to yourself. When was the last time you thought consciously about your neck up? Now, what is the meaning of neck up? What kind of food we are feeding? What kind of food we are feeding to our neck up? Let me talk that what kind of food we might have fed, or I used to feed. I don't know about you, but let me talk about what I was feeding. I used to read a lot of newspaper. So कोई भी ऐसा पेपर नहीं था जो कि मैं छोड़ता था, चाहे वो दैनिक जागरण हो हिंदी में, चाहे वो हिंदुस्तान हो, चाहे वो नवभारत टाइम्स हो, चाहे वो प्रभात खबर हो, सब कुछ को मैं लाइब्रेरी में जाता था. I used to go in library and I used to read all those books, all those newspapers. उसके बाद टीवी, all kind of news channels, चाहे वो आज तक हो, चाहे वो हिंदुस्तान, चाहे वो टाइम्स नाउ हो, चाहे whatever things, I used to watch there again. Okay, so it is not, by the way, it is not, whatever news, whatever things we are seeing, we are facing, it is not going into our brain. It is not going to our neck down. It is going to our neck up. That is nothing but our brain. Yes. So what we are feeding in our neck down, most of the time negative. Yes or no? Most of the time negative we feed to our brain, and then what we discuss, that is what we discuss with our friends, that is what we discuss with our family, that is what we discuss about our relative. So at this point in time, most of the time what we think about, what we talk about, what we discuss about what is happening in India, what is happening in my state, what is happening in my neighbor, how many people got quarantined, how many people are in your area, which area are red zone, which areas are green zone, what area are on yellow zone. Only these are the things right now we are talking about. Now, when we only think about that, how my mind is going to reflect in same way, right? Think, when was the last time you fed something positive in your brain? Think, when was the sometime, for example, today, when was the last time consciously you worked on your neck up to make it positive? Let me tell you my schedule for today. I woke up at 6:30, okay? But then I said, it's, by the way, it's weekend. Generally, what happens? People wake up on weekend late. I prefer to wake up in weekend quite early so that I have my own time. I have my me time. And after that, what I did prayer. Okay, before waking up, before leaving my bed, I make sure I do prayer. And after that, I show gratitude to it. I showed gratitude for the God, to the God, whatever things He has given to me. After that, what happened? Yes, I again did all my work activity, everything, and then 10:30, I was ready for the book club. I was in the book club. We were having a lot of positive people who were talking about different things, whatever things they have studied. We talked about that, and then after I went in another meeting, where again we are having group of entrepreneurs where we are talking about how we can protect our brain, how we can empower others, how we can think for society, all these things we're talking about, right? Then I spoke to my mentor. I called my mentor and I asked him, and I shared about the things which I was doing from last 1 week. I talked to him, and after talking to him, again I got some wisdom from him. And then after, I'm here in front of you right now. So if you see what I am doing, I'm trying to protect my brain from all the negativity. There's so many things outside which is not in my control, but there's a lot of things which is in my control. The things which is not in my control, anyways, I can't do anything. Yes or no? But can we do something which is in my control? Can I protect that at least? After this, I have an appointment. After this 7 o'clock, again, I'll be online doing workout with our all friends and families, relatives, extended family member. 8 o'clock, again, I have another meeting. 9 o'clock, I have another meeting with, again, right, like-minded people, where I have to do counseling of people, right? So this is how. Now, when was the last time? When was the last time you came into a positive association who are talking about positive things? When was the last time you read some book? Right? After your college, once you left your college, when was the last time you read some positive mental attitude book? No, right? Because if I'm not going to work on my neck up consciously, by default, somebody is going to feed some negativity in my brain. It says negativity comes automatically, yes or no? Right? Suppose you have to fail your examination. Do you have to do anything? Or do I have to do anything? यदि एग्जाम में फेल होना है, मुझे कुछ करने की जरूरत है क्या? कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. बट यदि मुझे एग्जाम में पास होना है, तो पढ़ाई करने की जरूरत है. Yes. If I have to become successful in my corporate, I have to put a lot of work and I have to do a lot of things. But yadi I have to just become average, then I don't have to do much. So when was the last time you fed your brain? See, whatever right now we are, whichever place we are right now, it's all because whatever things we fed into our brain. We studied. See, I have BSc degree, I have BTech degree, I have MTech degree, right? And then, so whatever things I fed in my brain, uske hisab se I started fetching the result. And then I have so many years of experience also. So whatever things I learned, I started getting the reward also. Correct? Talk about daily basis guy. Morning time he wakes up. सबसे पहले वो क्या सोचता है, मैं कितना खाना खाऊं, कैसे अपने पेट को भर दूं पूरा, so that for the entire day I can able to work. What again he thinks? He thinks about his neck down. कि neck down को कैसे पूरा करूं, कैसे fulfill करूं, so that I can able to work for entire day. And then again when he comes at evening, when he comes at night after doing his work, again he thinks अब क्या खाना बनाना है मुझे. and then again he does the same thing. और फिर क्या होता है? So can you see his lifestyle? He is having struggling lifestyle, right? He only thinks about कि खाना कैसे खाना है और अगले दिन काम कैसे करना है, क्या खाना खाना है और अगले दिन काम कैसे करना है. He only thinks about his neck down. But what we did, we went to some school, we went to some college. Why we went to college, why we went to school? So that we can able to feed something into our brain for our neck up, and based on that, whatever things we are getting now, we are getting whatever we have right now. Next thing, what I have to do now? Now, if I have to grow from here, what I have to do? I have to work consciously on our makeup so that my input will get changed, and when my input will get changed, my output will definitely get changed. Yes or no? It says in computer language, garbage in, garbage out. Whatever we are giving, whatever input we are providing, based on that we are going to get the output. Right? I come from oil and gas industry, so there's a process industry. Whatever kind of feed we will get, based on that we'll get the feedstock. Based on that we'll get the final product. Right? So if I'm not changing my input, if I'm not changing my input and I'm expecting different output, what is going to happen? It is going to give me the same result. But if I don't change the input and think my output gets changed, that is never going to be possible, and that is called height of insanity. Right? So think wisely that when was the last time we changed some input into our brain? Guys, if you don't find any such thing, you are most welcome. Right? I was like you sometime before. I was exactly like you, had no clue what to do, what to not do. I was thinking I have been arrived. Arrival syndrome बोलते ना, that kind of thing has happened. इतना पढ़ लिया, पढ़ने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. But then I again said, when I came into association of the person who is now my mentor, his name is Vijay. He's again passed out from IIT Madras, and he's very passionate about personal development. He's running now his own thing, Peak Impact Mentorship. So that's the I can say on a community where his target is to mentor at least 1 lakh people directly, indirectly this year, right? So when I came into his association, I got access of reading books, because that is the only thing which I can do. That if I'm going to change, if I want to change my input, that is the first thing I have to do. I started doing that. I started feeding my brain, my neck up consciously. That's the reason my output also started getting changed. I'm becoming a lovable employee in my corporate. People love me. People love to work with me because I can able to understand them. I can able to understand their pain. I can able to feel their pain. Right? So that is what. So check, when was the last time consciously you worked on your neck up? You fed your neck up. That is very important. Second point, which I would like to talk quickly, is about personality quadrant. By any chance did you hear about personality quadrant? Yes. If not, let me share with you that what personality quadrant is all about. Okay. So there are 4 different quadrants. Okay, 4 different quadrants. So first quadrant, this is about things which I know about myself, and other also know about me. Things which I know about myself and other also know about me. What does it mean? For example, my name, जो मुझे भी पता है, आपको भी पता है. हो सकता है आपका कलर, आप कैसे दिखते हो, आपको भी पता है, हमें भी पता है. Right? हो सकता है आपकी height, these things everybody know. You also know about yourself, they also know about yours, other also know about yourself. The second thing which you know about yourself, other don't know about yourself. The second thing which you know about yourself, other don't know about yourself. So what is that? So for example, your or my ex-girlfriend, right, which I only know but others don't know about. Maybe my account bank balance, which I only know about myself and others don't know. Maybe my anything, you take, there's something which you don't, maybe my Gmail account ID password, which I know you don't know, right? So that is one thing. So that is Uh, that is what is second quadrant, where you know about yourself, but I don't know about myself. Okay. So the next point is coming now is the third quadrant, which is again very important here, which I don't know. I know about you, but you don't know about yourself. The third quadrant, where I know about you, which you don't know about yourself. And the fourth quadrant, which you don't know about yourself, and I also don't know about you. So what is the fourth personality quadrant? Which you know about yourself, I also know about you. Which you know about yourself, I and other people don't know about you. What is the third quadrant? Which I don't know about, you don't know about yourself, but others know about you. It may be your, suppose, body order. It may be your nature. It may be you are being arrogant. I may be arrogant. I may be not so cooperative with people. So that can be the thing which आपको आपके बारे में पता नहीं है, but बाकी दुनिया को आपके बारे में पता है. Right? Maybe bad breath, maybe bad body order. तो आपको आपको नहीं पता है, but हमें दूसरे सामने वाले को पता है आपके बारे में. And what is fourth one, which you also don't know about yourself, and I also don't know about yourself. And the irony is, this only exists 10%. This is only 10%. What is this 90%? This we don't know about myself. Can you imagine? सोच के देखो, हार्डली 5 to 10% मुझे ऐसा चीज है जो मुझे मेरे बारे में पता है, और 90% चीजें मुझे मेरे बारे में पता ही नहीं है. If I don't know about it, how I can even work on it? How I can even work on it? सोच के देखो, can I make it better? I can't, because I don't even know what is the problem. Yes or no? My dear friend, this is where book comes into picture. This is where reading books come into picture. Why? Because I read and I feel today. See, today, if you are my friend, and if I say, hey, you have this problem, you have this issue, you have ego problem, you can't mingle with people. If I talk about all these things, I may hurt your ego. Yes or no? You may stop talking to me. But if I know that this is the problem which Brajesh has, and my mentor if recommends me that, hey Brajesh, I think you should read this book. And if I go through that book, I understand that book, and then that book starts talking to me, I realize, oh my God, this is the problem which I have. Now I think I should stop doing that and start improving. Now what happened? The things which I was not able, or my mentor was not able to tell me, was not able to correct me, because he might be thinking that I can hurt Brajesh's ego. All of a sudden, he knew, because he has gone through some book, he knew that what kind of problem Brajesh has. If he will read this book, he will get answer. What happened? Without hurting my ego, I got corrected. Yes or no? So that is what can do book for you. This is what a book is doing for me, right? So what they say, that book can become your best friend, or make book your best friend who will not even hurt your ego and will correct you also. Let me repeat once again. Make book your best friend who will not hurt even your ego and will correct you also. If you see backside, today I have collection of more than 700 books. It's not just to showcase. This is what I read on daily basis. I study, rather I would say, I study on daily basis. And this is where from this 90%, now at least I'm aware. My awareness is improving. See, first of all, we are not even aware. So when we are not even aware, pata kahan se chalega? A child is not even aware whether he's doing right thing or wrong thing. But being a parents, we know कि हाँ ये सही है या गलत है. But actually हमें भी नहीं पता होता maximum time. To be very frank, right? So first we should get that awareness. When we start reading the book and we start getting that awareness, and that is where from 90% to 80% to 60%, even we will make ourselves better throughout the life, 50% also, I feel we can tear this world apart, right? So that is the reason, guys, we have to read books. So find some person who is book lover, who read books. Now, what kind of book you should read? Again, that is the question. Because in this world, if you see that lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of book available. If you go to Amazon, if you go to Flipkart, if you go to any bookstore, you'll find thousands and thousands of books are available. Now, question again comes, which book I should read first? That is where our book club will come into picture. Because here we first, I have read, my mentor has read more than 1500 books. Out of that, he identified what are the 5 books which can help you. And that is what we first offer into our book club to people. So you can become part of our book club, right? If you are like me, if I'll tell you today that I was a person who was not knowing even how to talk, I was not knowing how to introduce myself. I remember first day when my professor told me to introduce, I was shivering, I forgot my name. But today I feel that yes, I no matter what, how many people will be there, I can speak in front of all of them, right? Again, because I got this kind of platform and it is helping me and I'm trying to help so many people, all right? So that is where, so find a book club. If you are not able to find some book club, you can ping me, okay? You can message me, you can WhatsApp me. My number is available, right? Or you can on your Facebook, you can personally ping me. You can become part of our book club. Believe me, guys, it will transform your life if you are looking for some kind of things. If you want to make some change in you, right? The last thing which I would like to talk, guys, who is covering your blind spot? I talked about this 90% thing. So this is nothing but blind spot. Who is covering your blind spot? Now, my question is your friend is covering your blind spot? Is he qualified to cover your blind spot? Or if he is willing to cover your blind spot, are you ready to listen to him? Are you in the submission stage? Most of the time, no, we are not at all on submission stage. Then who will cover this blind spot? For me, to cover my blind spot, I found a guy. His name is, as I said, Vijay. He is the person who is covering my blind spot. I have allowed him, I have submitted myself to him. And today I take him as my parents. He's my another parent. I can talk anything with him. I can share everything with him. Because this guy has changed my life. This guy has changed my thought process. This guy has changed my way of thinking, my way of living, my way of you talk about anything this guy has changed. You take any example, be it Sachin Tendulkar, be it Pilot Kamli, be it Mark Zuckerberg, be it Barack Obama, be it Narendra Modi. Every single individual have one mentor in their life. If they have successful, if they become ultra successful, they had someone who was covering their blind spot. Bill Gates had Paul Allen, right? Everybody has someone who was covering their blind spot. Question is, who is covering your blind spot? This book club, our speaking book club, Peak Impact Mentorship, can become one of the place who can able to cover your blind spot, provided if you are willing to change, you're able to know that 90% thing which you are not even aware about. Now, the last thing, and I'll finish my talk, that when you are choosing a mentor, then what are the criteria you have to look in? The first and foremost criteria is whatever things you are looking, आप जो भी चाह रहे हो, क्या उस बंदे के पास है? Whatever things you want, suppose you want to excel in your corporate, that this guy is already successful. Okay, if you want to become financially free, if you want to become wealthy rich, now, do you know someone who is filthy rich? First of all, that should be the first criteria. If you want to become a good public speaker, do you know someone who is very good in public speaking? Right? If you want to become a good marriage counselor, do you know someone, first of all, that who is a good marriage counselor? Anything which you want to become in your life, first thing is that find that is that person is having that character. Is he successful in that particular domain? And second, is he or she willing to teach me, willing to help me? I know Narayan Murthy is an ultra successful guy, but the question is that is he willing to help me? Does he have time to help me? Answer is no. Can I have access to meet this guy? Answer comes no. Then find a person first of all. Start with scratch, start with small. Find a person who is at least something better than you, who has something better than you, who is little better than you. Talk to him. Get this guy as your mentor. Okay? And slowly, he will start improving. You will start improving yourself, start improving yourself, start improving yourself. One day will come when you may get connected with a guy like Narayan Murthy. Right? So find someone who can cover your blind spot, who can pinpoint you, whom you are submitting yourself, right? Who can give you genuine feedback. You are able to receive the feedback, right? You can open your heart, find someone. If you find that guy, don't leave that guy. Don't leave that guy. I found that guy in my life, and I'm not going to leave that guy throughout my life. That is for sure. जिस दिन मरूंगा उसी दिन वो बंदा मेरे से दूर जाएगा, या वो मर जाएगा या मैं मर जाऊंगा. Otherwise, I am always going to follow this guy because this guy has transformed my life. Right? So, guys, I hope I have made some sense. So, what are the points I covered? First, are you feeding your neck up? Are you feeding your neck down? Check. Last 7 days, you just check that what you are feeding constantly, neck up or neck down. सुबह से शाम तक आप खाने की बात कर रहे हो पेट के लिए, क्या पहनना है उसकी बात कर रहे हो, या आप यहाँ बात कर रहे हो कि यहाँ पे मैंने क्या खिलाया? क्योंकि जब जितना आप यहाँ पे खिलाओगे उतना ही आप आगे बढ़ोगे. Right? Second thing, I talked about personality quadrant. There's 90% thing which we don't know about ourselves, which others also don't know. अब उसको कौन ठीक करेगा? First, I should get that awareness. Right? And who will help you there? Books will help you. Correct? And third and last thing, what I covered about, that who is covering your blind spot? Who is your mentor? Is your mentor your colleague, your friend, your family, or relative who is struggling for their own finances, who are playing dirty politics in corporate? Are they your friend? Are they your mentor? If answer is coming yes, God bless you. But if you want to change that, then find someone who is successful in that domain. And second, he is willing to help you. Right? So these are the 3 points which I had to cover. I hope I made some sense to you. And if you have any question, you can reach out to me. If you want any kind of help, if you have any kind of comment, if you have any kind of feedback, if you have any kind of suggestion, I would love to. If you have any type of critic, I would love to hear about that. Okay? I hope I have made some sense to you. I have added some value in your life. I'll come again maybe after a couple of days with some other topic. Thank you so much and wish you a great evening. And bye-bye. Take care. Stay safe.